Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name's Apple, like the fruit. I'd love it if you could subscribe because I need money to buy primer for my oily skin. That'd be lovely. And yeah, all my socials will be linked in the description box below. Today we're going to be filming a first impressions video. I've recently ordered a couple of palettes, well 3 palettes, because it's been Black Friday, so like the day that I'm filming this. It's currently Sunday the 25th of November, so it's actually a month to Christmas. I ordered some palettes and I want to do some first impressions on them because I feel like first impressions is a good way of like using these and like getting some good use out of them, I guess. I don't know, I just really want to try some palettes. I am going to be trying the Manny MUA Life's a Drag palette, which I know it's such a controversial palette to be trying. I know, I'm aware, but basically this palette originally retailed for, I'm pretty sure, like £42 or £43, which is like sort of Anastasia Beverly Hills, Jeffree Star, bit of beef, you know, like that sort of a price for an eyeshadow palette, which I understand, you know. It's like, it's a palette that he's created, you know. Manny MUA has come out with Luna Beauty, that is his brand. But I'd like to just quickly address Manny MUA's beef. I don't want to go into it completely. I will leave you to research it yourself, but essentially I don't support Manny MUA and what he did exactly. I don't agree with a lot of his actions. I'm simply buying this because I'm actually kind of intrigued to see if it's good or not. I think it released about 6 months ago. I don't know, I didn't actually, you know, buy it when it came out, obviously. Like, I wasn't really that hyped for it. I used to be quite a keen subscriber of Manny MUA, but not enough to spend 42 quid on him. I'd say when it was in the UK, I don't think it ever sold out. I don't know if it did in the UK, but it was £42, I'm pretty sure, first time it came around. I don't think it stayed at full price for like any longer than a month. It then went down to 32, and I'm pretty sure it was on BeautyPay for 32 up until now, and I actually got it at £18.50. so if it had been 32, wouldn't have bought it. I feel like the only reason I kind of wanted to buy this is not to support his brand, but more in a sense to just like figure it out for myself. I'm not a beefy channel, so we're just not even going to go there. So I think it's just best to get on with the video and just sort of put all that aside, because I really do want to just focus on the makeup aspect of this palette rather than any beef. So we're just going to ignore the fact that my skin is really bad right now, like so bad, and that I look a bit of a mess. I have already done my brows, but I'm going to be doing like a full review today. Like, I haven't really done one of these, I don't think ever, like a proper review. So this is quite exciting. It comes in this box which says Life's a Drag on it. It feels like pretty good quality, the box itself and everything. Like, it looks nice, like this is like glitter. It's just like nice packaging, you know. Luna Beauty I think is quite a nice name, and the actual palette itself, when I took it out, it feels expensive. Like, it just feels expensive. It feels nice quality. Like, it's got all of these like gold embellishments on the side. It has Luna Beauty. Okay, I think I turned it around and it was the wrong way. It has Luna Beauty on here, and it has like holographic on the front where his actual makeup is. This is like his drag makeup. I'm pretty sure this was, I think he did a tutorial on this, but this is also like the promotional makeup for it. It has like all of the Luna Beauty stuff on the back. It says Life's a Drag palette. This is their colour palette. And also, interestingly enough, obviously like the time that I'm filming this is around the time James Charles has just released his palette with Morphe, which I do intend to get my hands on. Just as of right now, it's just literally out of stock everywhere. I'm pretty sure it went out of stock internationally in a week or like a day or something ridiculous. And basically I'm now keeping the boxes of the 3 palettes that I've bought because I actually want to like address this. So at the bottom of the thing here, I don't know if you can read it, but it says, "Attention, these shades may not be suitable for direct eye use. Pageant Queen, Kai Kai, Trade and Snatched," which I will show you in a second, which are all quite like rich colours, so I can see that. But essentially there was some beef with James Charles's eyeshadow like staying on the eyes. I'm not a beauty guru, but I do like like to think that I do know a bit about makeup, and all of Morphe's eyeshadows, especially the colour ones, like pinks, purples and blues and reds, are the most likely to stain. It's just one of those things. I'm pretty sure in eyeshadow, like, because they're like usually made up of like mica powder, that sort of thing, and I'm pretty sure it's just how you make that colour. Obviously there is the whole thing about you know, it giving people hives, which is a little bit more but I understand people's concern. But it's interesting that on the back of this it does like say attention. Don't know if James's did. Obviously, as I said, I do want to get my hands on that and see for it for myself, but that's just putting that out there and just like making that he has literally written that on his packaging. I think there's something about FDA approving, but I don't live in America, so I can't, you know. Anyway, I do indeed like, as I've said, you know, this feels expensive, it feels nice, and this sounds so weird, but I love how you open it and you can like open it over and like do that. Like, that is so satisfying to me. I've always wanted a palette that does this. I don't really know why. The mirror itself, I really like the mirror. It's actually like good quality, because you know how sometimes you can get a mirror and it's like all distorted, but as you can see he's like embellished down the sides. I kind of wish he'd brought them both up so that the mirror could be bigger, because yes, it's super clear, and like it is a nice mirror, but it's really small, and I guess you could just do your eyeshadow in it quite nicely, but I feel like it just could have been that little bit bigger. I do like this palette as of looking at it, and also I am a bit of a I don't have OCD, but I just kind of like the fact that it's coloured. Then you have like the glitterier shades, and then you have the mattes. Like, that brings me so much happiness, the fact that they're like split up. And I also like the fact that the names are on it. That's such a pet peeve of mine when they come with this slip of paper, or it is just a dual-ended brush. It says Luna Beauty on it in pink. I don't know if you can see that. I really like this one in the end. I'm gonna have to do that Beauty Guru thing, I'm sorry. I really like this one in the end. I feel like that's gonna be really nice for like packing on a cut crease. I really approve of that. This one on the end is slightly weird. It's kind of trying to be a blending brush, but like using it like this just on my eye, it's not really fluffy enough to be a blending brush, so I think I might use it more for packing on and then blending with something else. But I do like the quality. They don't feel really cheap or anything like that. Like, they feel nice. I'm gonna swatch these now. I'm gonna use Cake Face first, see what this looks like. Cake Face is just a white, like a pure white, pure matte white. It looks quite nice. Okay, yeah, I know I'm pale, let's just not go there, but that's not the best. Although whites are very difficult to produce, because obviously they are quite a nice, quite a difficult colour, but after 2 swatches that's okay. It's not bad, it's just not very good. I'm gonna go in with Sickening, which I don't know if that's how you spell Sickening. Sickening, don't know if you like Americans say sickening without an E, or if this palette's just got like a typo, but I was pretty sure Sickening was sick, E-N-I-N-G, not sickening. But I don't know if that's just how he says it. Didn't really pay that much attention to how he said sickening, but just didn't think that's how you spelt it, but that's fine. Just looks like quite a typical kind of like terracotta colour. Well, that's quite pigmented. That's quite pigmented, considering that's its first swatch. That's okay. I feel like that would be quite a nice like transition shade. I like that. Then we're going with Hunty. This one feels to me like, yeah, it's a bit more of like a ashy brown. I like how you've got like a good range of transition colours. That's its first swatch. That was so weird. Why did it come out like that? That's a nice like transition colour. I like the fact that he's got multiple transition colours, but that's super important. Shady is black, so I mean, we all know that black is like black, white and red and yellow, actually, all of which are on this palette, are quite difficult to do, quite difficult to make. Like, that's just, oh, it feels weird. This one feels really powdery. Looks quite black there, but that's quite good. That's quite good. You know what? That's a good black. That's a good black, mate. I'm happy with that. That's quite nice. It's a pretty shade. Using the shade Mug, which is kind of like a true like chocolate colour. You know what I mean? Don't really know how I feel about that one. Yeah, but those are like the neutrals. So, Campy, the first yellow. Yellows are difficult to do. It looks quite nice there. It's quite good. Yellows are just kind of difficult because, like, you know, you can sometimes, they might look really bright and they just come out really like opaque. Pageant Queen, which is a purple. Purples are usually done quite well. That's a nice purple. Do you see what I mean though against the yellow? Like, it's just quite like a, it's a strong colour. Then we're going on to Kiki, which is one of my favourite colours in the palette. I really like Kiki and Kai Kai. This one is Kiki and this one is Kai Kai. I'm disappointed by that one. That's not as good as I thought it was going to be, but it's okay. Now we're going to try Kai Kai. I don't know, I feel like that's quite nice. We're going on to Snatched, which is this beautiful, like, maroon. It's not red, it's like maroon. Very good to start off with, and then it, I can't show you. It's just quite good to start off with, and then it kind of just like went. Gonna use the blue Fishy. It's kind of metallic, like it's not a true matte. Do you see, like, it's kind of a little bit of a shimmer. It's nice. Overall, those colours do seem very nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and the final two. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? That's beautiful. Oh my sweet Jesus. Okay, that is, oh my god. And I was there like, it's not gonna be a nice colour. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. It is more like of a shimmer than Legendary, but Legendary is like a true gold with the same primer that I use a lot of the time. The Revolution Pro Concealer. This is their full coverage concealer. Can you please focus? Yeah. BRB. Out first. And then I patted it in. So as I said before, I usually would go for a colour like Hunty or Sickening. Because it's not spelled sickening, is it? Like this sort of a colour for my transition. So I'm going to go in with Hunty because it just looks like quite a nice one. And I'm going with like kind of like a kabuki kind of a brush. Oh, that is a lot of kickback. Do you see that? Packing it on originally and then going in to blend it in. It looks like the colour it looks like in the pan, so that's nice. A little bit patchy, but I don't know. P21E. I'm going to blend this more because I feel like this needs a fluffier kind of a brush. I'm going to take Mug and just deepen up my outer V. No. That's pigmented. I like that. Pigmented. So I'm just going to take one of my favourite blending brushes ever, one that I like absolutely swear by, the Primark 220, and I'm taking a little bit more of Hunty, and I'm just going to blend this up, like, out completely. Like, I really want this to be super, super blended. I'm going to take the shade Trade. I'm going to deepen up my outer, like, V. Not necessarily bad. Oh, it's pigmented though. Like, look at that. That's pigmented. That is such a pretty colour. I really like that colour. Okay, I'm going to cut the crease. No. Using that same concealer that we used before. I do really like this concealer. I really suggest it. I think you should buy it, like, now. Like right now. Like, gotta buy it right now. A little bit of kickback on that one. I do love a good white shadow. I think it's very important to have like white, blacks and transition colours in palettes. I think it's just, you know, one of those things. I love a yellow colour. On the brush it looks stunning. Like, that looks stunning. It's just going to focus on my eyes. Jesus, there is a lot of fallout on the brush. Not so much like on the palette, which I don't mind. That is stunning. Look at that. I'm going to take this colour right here. A little bit of fallout on the brush. A little bit on the palette. Not too bad though. Not as pigmented as I was expecting, especially compared to the yellow. So I feel like, you know, Manny, you've really got that yellow down. That's a beautiful yellow. But you haven't done very well on the pink side, which is quite weird because usually pinks are like the most vibrant ones and then the ones that always stain and ugh. This is just such a weird eyeshadow to me though, because it's not like it's like a shimmer, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like metallic, but it's just like halfway there. burgundy shade right here. I'm gonna try and blend everything together. Not super impressed with the colours, must say. Not super impressed. But that's okay, you know, colours are very difficult to create. And I will, you know, I will give him that. Beat. And I'm going to put this on my brow bone. Just see how this goes. If this is like my new brow bone highlighter, you know, this will, I feel like this is, oh my god. Does leave a weird, no, the cost, Jesus Christ, mate. Oh my god. Did he use that on here? Yes, that's beautiful. Oh, a little bit of sickening on my like lower lash line. I used way too big a brush. Guys, I added some lashes and I actually added like a winged liner, like a really small liner, and I love it. Like, I love this look as well. I feel like because you have like a super bright highlight and then you have the yellow, pink and blue, like I feel like it looks, it did look really weird, and I was kind of putting on lashes and I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna have to refilm this. But you know what? I kind of like it. And I know that a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you've only done one eye and you haven't done a full face. But girl, I need to wash my hair. It's 6:30. I've been filming for an hour, so don't really want to do anything else. I'm so impressed with this. I feel like, okay, sitting down and, you know, if I had to put an opinion on it, I would say buy it, but not full price. I would buy this. If you live in the UK, in fact, let me check right now and see if it's still on sale. You know, it's $18.50 now, down from $37. So you know what, babes, you know, you may as well buy it. On sale for a while, even if it goes away from the $18.50. So I think, in hindsight, buy it. I was so especially impressed by the shades Beat and, what's that? Beat and Legendary are my favourite shades. I was disappointed by Kiki. I did expect it to be more pigmented, but overall with the colours, I was happy. I did think Fishy is a weird shade. I don't know if it's gonna be a metallic shade or not. Like, I was a bit confused by that colour, but overall, really love the colours, and I am obsessed with all of these matte shades. I will be, you know, digging back into these a lot. It's like with the Violet Voss Holy Grail, like I will use that a lot in my like Instagram looks. But overall, you know, I am really happy. I think this like particular lash looks really nice with it. This is the Superdrug Volume 104s, I'm pretty sure, but like a big lash looks really nice. I am also happy with like how the colour and the neutral like goes together. I think that looks pretty nice, and I think next time that I try this, I might do like a even more, like I might do like a 2 looks, 1 palette kind of thing. But you know what, overall, I think for £18.50, considering as I bought it for £18.50, I'm happy with this. Because essentially, let me just do some maths real quick, I saved £23.50 on this palette, so who's really winning? Me. Honestly, I think you should buy it. It's a good palette, and I'm impressed. Like, I'm genuinely impressed by this palette. Can't wait to now go and edit this, actually. Like, I'm impressed. I am impressed. My view on Mani Omiwe has not changed. I still don't like the man, but you know what? He can make a decent eyeshadow palette. He can make a decent eyeshadow palette, and I know for a fact that he is super proud of this and happy with it and how it came out, and I'm happy I bought it. And that's the thesis. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you could subscribe, because I am going to be doing some more like first impressions, and also, you know, if you're really intrigued about how this palette's going to work, I might do some more in it, and you don't want to miss out on those. So like, subscribe and turn your post notifications on. Like, it's free, it's not hurting anyone, it's gaining if not, you know, it's a win-win situation. Yeah, I'd love it if you subscribe. I literally can't talk. I'd love it if you could subscribe. Like this video if you know, like the eyeshadow look that I created. Also, let me know your opinion on Mani Omiwe, and if you have this palette or not, if you want to get it. Like, just let me know in the comments. I want to hear you guys' opinion. Let me know. Let me know your opinion. Because I'm interested to know like what you actually think about this. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. I love you so much. Kisses. Mwah!